Most people look at Jeff Bezos and see a billionaire, a titan of technology, or the man who reshaped global commerce. But if you strip away the headlines, the metrics, and the mythology, you'll notice something far more valuable. Bezos didn't just build a company, he built a system. A system based on habits, decisions, and principles that compound quietly for years, until one day, they transform everything. Today, we're breaking down those principles. The ones he used to take Amazon from a garage to a global force. Not the cliches you already know. The rare rules, the psychological, strategic, and personal frameworks he uses to think, decide, and build. These are Jeff Bezos's 10 golden rules of success. Let's begin. Welcome to WealthWise. Here, we don't chase shortcuts. We study thinkers, builders, and visionaries, not to worship them, but to extract the lessons they used to build extraordinary lives. Jeff Bezos didn't simply become successful, he engineered it. Through thought clarity, long-term thinking, customer obsession, and choices that most people would never dare to make. So today, we decode the blueprint. Let's begin with Golden Rule 1. Golden Rule 1. Think ahead. Bezos says that every quarter Wall Street celebrates today was actually built 3 years ago. That's the mindset most people miss. They look at results. Bezos looks at lead indicators. He once explained that Amazon's 2021 success was designed in 2018. Its infrastructure in 2019 was being planned in 2016. And every major shift, from Prime to AWS, started as a long-term bet that sounded impractical at the time. Here's the deeper truth. Thinking ahead is not about predicting the future, it's about preparing for it. In business, this means building systems that continue working even when you're not. In your career, it means mastering skills before the world values them. In your finances, it means setting up habits that pay off long after the excitement is gone. Most people think in days. Successful people think in decades. The real advantage isn't intelligence, it's time horizon. The longer you think, the less competition you have. And that's why Bezos wins. Golden Rule 2. Make great choices. Bezos teaches something powerful. Take pride in your choices, not your gifts. Your gifts are inherited, your choices are earned. In school, he was naturally good at math, but that wasn't what set him apart. His defining trait was choosing hard problems when others avoided them, choosing to work late when others took shortcuts, choosing the uncomfortable path when comfort was available. The difference between people who excel and those who don't is not talent, it's choice. Daily, consistent, repeated choice. Think about this in your own life. You may not choose your starting point, but you can choose your habits. You can choose your direction. You can choose your response to setbacks. Life becomes simpler when you stop asking, "What am I naturally good at?" and start asking, "What choices will bring out my potential?" Success is not something you aim at. It's something you choose repeatedly. Golden Rule 3. Manage your time better. Bezos likes to say, if you enjoy half your work life, you're doing well. Not because he's pessimistic, but because he understands something most people ignore. Every meaningful life includes overhead, tasks you don't enjoy, responsibilities you can't skip, friction you can't outsource. The mistake people make is thinking they're unhappy because of the work itself. Often, they're unhappy because they're overscheduled, overloaded, and out of control. Bezos avoids this by keeping his life intentionally flexible. He protects his mornings. He avoids back-to-back commitments. He chooses high-quality decisions over high-quantity decisions. Time is not something you find, it's something you defend. In your daily life, this means say no more often, delegate more aggressively, protect your most energetic hours, build margins into your schedule, don't fill every minute. Most people are not burnt out from work, they're burnt out from lack of control. Take control back. Golden Rule 4. Focus on your customers. Bezos famously keeps his public email, jeff@amazon.com. He doesn't respond to everything, but he reads enough to spot patterns. He's known for forwarding customer complaints with a single character. That symbol means explain this, fix this, solve this permanently. Customer obsession is not a slogan, it's Amazon's operating system. Here's the core idea. Complaints are not annoyances, they are diagnostics. They reveal the friction points others are too busy to notice. In your business, career, or personal projects, choose to see feedback as infrastructure. Every complaint you fix once becomes a multiplier forever. You don't grow by trying to be clever, you grow by being useful. When you make the customer's life easier, they return the favor. Golden Rule 5. Have a dream. When Bezos pitched Amazon in 1994, investors didn't ask about the business model. Their first question was, what is the internet? He had to explain what the World Wide Web was, before explaining what his company would do. His dream wasn't to sell books. It was to build a store that carried every book ever printed, something no physical store could achieve. Dreams are not fantasies. Dreams are constraints you choose to break. Bezos didn't dream big because he was confident. He dreamed big because thinking small felt dishonest. This is the part people misunderstand. Your dream is not supposed to feel realistic at the beginning. It's supposed to feel necessary. Dreams aren't meant to be judged. They're meant to be built. Golden Rule 6. Be right a lot. This is one of Amazon's most surprising leadership principles. Bezos says good leaders are right a lot. Not always, but often enough to shift the trajectory. How? They listen more than they talk. They update their beliefs quickly. They avoid falling in love with their own ideas. They seek disconfirming evidence instead of comforting evidence. Most people believe what makes them feel good. Leaders believe what makes them more accurate. In life, accuracy compounds. You make better decisions, spot better opportunities, avoid more traps, waste less time. Being right a lot isn't about genius, it's about humility. The humility to change your mind the moment reality changes. Golden Rule 7. Have no regrets. Before starting Amazon, Bezos had a great job in New York. Stable salary, bright future, comfortable lifestyle. His boss told him, "This idea sounds good, but maybe for someone who doesn't already have a good job." That advice made logical sense, but Bezos didn't want a logical life. He wanted a meaningful one. So he used what he calls the regret minimization framework. He imagined himself at 80. Would he regret trying and failing? No. Would he regret not trying at all? Absolutely. Regret is the cost of playing safe, not the cost of failing. Your future self is always watching. Make choices that honor them. Golden Rule 8. Be different. Bezos refused to build anything that was a Me Too product. He said it clearly, if we build what everyone else builds, we lose. Amazon Go, Kindle, AWS, Prime, each one began with a question. What if the rules didn't exist? In a crowded marketplace, being good isn't enough. You must be different. Not for the sake of ego, but for the sake of value. Innovation begins where imitation ends. If your work looks like everyone else's work, your results will look like everyone else's results. Dare to be different, thoughtfully, strategically, intentionally. Golden Rule 9. Be good at storytelling. People think Amazon is powered by algorithms and warehouses, but the real engine is story. Bezos believes storytelling is one of humanity's oldest, most powerful technologies. It teaches, it persuades, it inspires, it makes the complex feel simple. Amazon Studios follows the same philosophy. Great stories are emotional experiences that teach lessons without preaching them. In your career or business, storytelling matters because it creates clarity. It aligns people around ideas. It makes customers trust you. It turns products into movements. When people understand your story, they understand your value. Be a storyteller. It's a multiplier skill. Golden Rule 10. Have fun. Bezos says that if you can enjoy even half your work life, you're doing extremely well. Not because fun is constant, but because fun is intentional. He takes play seriously. The Ice Bucket Challenge video, his Blue Origin adventures, his childlike excitement, these aren't distractions, they are fuel. Burnout is not caused by too much work, it's caused by too little joy. Fun keeps the mind flexible, it keeps creativity alive, it keeps ambition sustainable. If your life has no room for play, it will eventually have no room for progress. Make space for joy. It's more productive than you think. Bonus rule: change your mind a lot. Bezos says, if you never change your mind, you're underestimating the complexity of the world. Changing your mind is not a weakness, it's a superpower. Most people cling to old beliefs because they fear appearing inconsistent, but consistency without adaptation is just stubbornness. The world changes, markets change, people change, technology changes. The only thing worse than a wrong decision is sticking with it proudly. Change fast, update often, reevaluate everything. You don't owe your past self a perfect record, you owe your future self accuracy. If there's one thing Bezos teaches us, it's this: your life is built on choices, small ones repeated daily until they shape your identity and your destiny. These golden rules aren't theories, they're tools. Use them well, and they will quietly reshape your future. If you found clarity today, subscribe to WealthWise so you stay on track. More lessons, more frameworks, more wealth-building insights coming your way. Stay focused, stay strategic, and keep building the life you know you're meant for.